Hello. Woo. Hi. Well, I am finishing up a skate session. I decided to learn how to skate outdoors. And let me tell you, it is an entirely different skill from rink skating. I did not expect it to be this different. I thought it would be so similar, just more texture and maybe a few more obstacles, like twigs and stuff unexpectedly popping up. But this is a whole new deal. Whew. Why, you might ask, with all of this going on, am I starting this video this way? And the answer is because new skills are always relevant to just about any discussion. Bending down seems to be my downfall. So that's the first time I ended up on the ground. So while I'm here and taking a breath and dealing with my phone later, hello, my name is Lintine Morel Wilson, and I have been mentoring under Damaris Webb with the Vanport Mosaic for 2 years now. 2 years sounds right. And I am learning new skills, or in some cases, relearning old skills. Much like learning to roller skate outside is in a way relearning the old skills of roller skating in a rink, but also in a way completely learning new skills. But yes, relearning old skills in a new way. Let us go inside and continue. All right, well, now we're inside. Skates off. Exhausted and thirsty and tired and moving on to something else. So, like I was saying, old skills, new ways, new skills. Last year, I did some directing on the Sold project, and that was me, Damaris, and Tamara. I cannot remember her last name right now. I am so sorry. But doing a film production of Sold, the economics of our black bodies. And that was terribly fun and exciting and horizon extending for me. But due to the day job I currently have, as I pick up new skills and etc., I had to kind of take a step back a little bit because I have to do a lot of overtime just to keep up with the demand. So this year I've been doing a lot more admin work and backstage supporting, or I guess it is backstage supporting, but that has afforded me the opportunity to kind of get in touch with the audience again, be on the other side of things. I still do a lot of volunteering and helping out and picking up anything that I am needed to help out with, but I have not been artistically as active as in the past. Excuse me. I have helped out with box office, helped with some survey, that's what I'm looking for, survey databasing, and served as a reference point for, ideas, a sounding board, so to speak, and just kind of been around, supportive, um, and talking to people. There was one event we did this year at Saramun House where we had someone come in who um, was showing, I believe he's from Ukraine, and this was right after the war broke out, and he was showing a video of some artistic protest of the war, which is immensely heartbreaking. But one of the friends of the Vanport Mosaic is Palestinian and has been talking about how Israel has been basically doing a Putin at this point to Palestinians. And I remember talking to him and going, you know, you two have a lot in common, and while you have started this nonprofit and it's very much you on your own, considering that war is a universal topic and genocide is becoming a universal topic again, not that it should have ever really left sight, but that it's becoming truly a universal topic again, maybe the two of you could get together and talk and start something bigger and better, and bring a lot of voices together under the same roof, because things are getting ugly out there. So I was able to provide contact information so that they could get in contact with each other and do some community building. That was really rewarding and helpful, and I think helped build a space both for Vanport and for those individuals. And that's a new thing that I did. I just, saw the connection and put it together. Gone back to trying to learn to, maintain some balance in my life while not giving up on my dreams. I have projects that I wanted to be more artistic and active with Vanport with, and I haven't had the opportunity, unfortunately, to really get those going last year. So it's been a balancing act, just figuring out how to make everything fit together. But life will find a way, and I will find a way. Yeah, that's basically been that. Now, why, you might say, after having come in from roller skating, where I could not solely focus on the camera because I don't want to fall over and break myself on the unevenness of sidewalk under wheels. It doesn't sound pretty. Would I start doing my hair? Again, the skill is relevant. So, as you have seen, I have this handy dandy little damp rag, which I remember as a kid my mom would use on my hair. And at some point, probably when I started doing my own hair, that stopped happening. And it occurred to me literally in the past few days that, that's a great way to get and keep moisture in your hair. Not that you want your hair to stay wet. That is not good for your hair for it to stay wet. Hydro fatigue is not good. But especially African American hair has a tendency to be very dry, and it's very difficult to work when it is. As you can see, it is not so difficult for me to work at this moment. And it's problematic, makes the hair very brittle and break off. Also, what I'm putting in my hair right now is aloe to help hold that moisture in, which can also be done with oils, and I will definitely at some point need to do something with oils because the oils will seal it. But it's been a while since my hair has been so well taken care of. and remembering this old thing that I actually haven't used on myself, but that I thought might be useful, um, was something I very much thought related to what I've learned and been working on this year, which is kind of pulling up all the things that I wanted to do and haven't done, or um, just looking at a different perspective, or in some ways, like I stated earlier, learning things that I already knew. So I guess relearning things from a different perspective. Um, I'm not a kid and I'm doing this to myself instead. But it has been enlightening to work using a different perspective, to, as an artist, take a step back and see the art from the perspective of the audience for the first time in quite a while. Been so busy trying to be artistic and put things out that I haven't really looked at what is going in, or maybe focused on letting things in, but also engaged with the things that are in front of me as they are already. Oh. So recontextualizing, I think, is a good word for that. Recontextualizing experiences as they relate to being more on the outside than on the inside. Connecting with who we do this for, instead of just who's doing it, who's it about, what are we trying to preserve. All very important things, but if you lose touch with the audience, what are you really doing it for? Because they're not listening. And that's the important part. That's what we need to do, is make sure that people are listening in order to continue the information forward. Oh, whew. And also healing of ourselves and others. But if they're not listening, how can we heal? So, it has been quite a wonderful journey. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, never mind, I did. Paying attention. It has been quite a wonderful journey this year with the Vanport Mosaic, as usual. And I am excited to continue going forward. I am excited to work on new projects. I'm excited to have had a day off for my birthday recently, so I have been able to start putting in some time on those projects I was talking about I haven't had time for a bit. That feels really good to reconnect again with my original sense of purpose, I think is the best way for me to phrase that. But with the work I really want to be doing, that's been unfortunately put on the back burner, because that happens to the best of us. But working both sides of the table has been really enlightening and helpful, and I think helpful not just for myself, but for the people I've been working with consistently in helping to build the organization and continue the mission. Thanks for listening and being here with me. It's been enjoyable. I love talking about relating different skills that seem completely separate, but on theme. I'm going to finish this up, but talk soon. Thank you. Bye.